Hey there, I'm Jason, and today I'm going to talk about articulation. Articulation is the way that we start notes using our tongue, although sometimes we'll do a slur, which doesn't use the tongue at all. First off, let's talk about using the tongue, also known as tonguing. The way that we use our tongue is like this. Say the following. The tip of the tongue touches the top of the teeth. Great. Now, where the tip of the tongue is touching when you say the words tip, tongue, touch, top, and teeth is where the tip of your tongue is going to touch when you play notes. That's a little confusing. Let me show you what I mean. When I play a sound, if I want to play a long sound, I don't need to use my tongue in the middle. But we need to use our tongue to start notes when we're playing more than one note in a breath. So for example, if I'm playing a whole note, I probably don't need much of a tongue except to start the note. But if I want to play 4/4 notes, I'm not going to go because that sounds and looks ridiculous. What I am going to do is I'm going to have a constant stream of air and I'm going to have my tongue interrupt the flow of air. Think of it like this. Pretend this is a garden hose and water's pouring out of it, getting this floor all wet and my shoes wet. Now, if I take my finger and I flick through the stream of water, little sausages of water are going to fly through the air and then splatter on the ground, again making my shoes wet. Those sausages of water are much like quarter notes in this case, but instead of using water, we're using the air from our lungs, and instead of my finger interrupting it, the tip of the tongue touching the top of the teeth is what interrupts it. We just have the tongue go up and tap the top of the teeth. We do not interrupt the flow of air, we just separate it with the tongue, like this. You try it. It might be a little awkward at first, but try that and try and make it sound smooth. Try it with me. Here we go. And that's how we use our tongue to separate the notes. At the beginning of a practice session, after I play long tones, what I usually like to do is work my tongue into my warm-up. The best way to do that is to just start to use the tongue and increase the speed that we're doing it. Here's what I like to do at the beginning. I'll start with slower articulations, then speed them up, and speed them up even more before I run out of air, like this. I would then do the same exercise with middle valve, then first valve, then 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 3, and 1, 2, 3. That makes sure that I can play any articulation on any of the notes that I might be expected to use in a rehearsal or a concert.